Hello, everyone. Elbart here with Women of the World Network, and I have one of my special friends, our guest here today, Farrah. Hi, Farrah.
Hi, Elle.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Doing great. I'm excited for this conversation. Before we jump on, though, I want to introduce Farrah. So Farrah Miller is a life and shadow coach influencer, a BQH practitioner, nutrition health coach, Reiki master, and certified life coach who is dedicated to helping you become the best version of yourself by overcoming your mental and emotional blocks, raise your vibration, and connect with your high self. Her mission is to help women heal, find peace, freedom, up-level their health and mindset, and connect to their higher self because she knows the impact of being able to connect and listen to your inner guidance can have the impact that can have on your lives and how it can help unleash their full potential as a spiritual being having a human experience. When we know, as Farrah shares, when we know who we are in the deepest part of our soul, we do better, understand our genius, own who we are at the deepest level. We are blissful, calm, peaceful, listen to our divine guidance, and fulfill our divine mission. Beautiful. Welcome. Welcome, Farrah. That's so beautiful. I love that. Yes, that's inner guidance and alignment, right? Oh, I love that. So awesome. And so I want to go ahead and ask you one of my favorite questions that I ask now that we went through introductions. Why did you choose what you do today and what makes you unique?
I chose to become a, health, wellness, and life coach, and also healing that came in my experience because I had my own journey since as a child growing up, the first 7 years of our lives, whatever we experience in our life shapes our patterns.
Mm-hmm.
So about 11 years ago, I was, really looking at my life where I was realizing that some things were not in alignment with who I knew inside my heart that I was.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I wanted to live in a peace. Peace was the most important to me. And I knew the peace was possible. And I felt that there was an alignment in some areas in my life that I was necessarily not living the most peaceful and the happiest life that I knew was possible. Now, how did I know that? I don't know. You can call it intuition. You can call it our internal guidance system that we all have access to. But I knew that something was a misfit. And I started asking, those questions the change has to come from my own self. There's something that I have to change for my circumstances to change. And that's a knowing also, like I was literally saying that this is something that has to change because this is not how my life is supposed to be. And that's when I came across actually a lot of material from Abraham Hicks. I was just searching how to change your life. And I started learning about how to live in love vibration and also how to think a certain way, think about others and think about others the way I want to be, thought about, right? And how our life is a mirror. I learned about healing. How can you heal yourself from your thoughts, and just like a lot of patterns, that this whole lot of wisdom that is out there actually for all of us to learn from. Louise Hay was, I would say these are my teachers. Louise Hay and Abraham Hicks were like the main teachers that I found, and Dr. Dane Wire. These three people.
I love those.
Yeah. Like 10, 11 years ago when I found them. And, I really found like I found a treasure because it really helped. It really resonated with me. Like I was looking for this wisdom. And as I started learning and started changing my own thought patterns and my own, energy, and it just started like changing my life as well. I started, the best way I can describe is that life just started becoming more in alignment with who I was. We all are. We all come from love, and that's where we're gonna go back. That's what my belief is. And so I just started becoming more of my love self, my true self. But that takes time. That took a lot of shadow work, a lot of releasing of the traumas, a lot of the layers which were not mine, which the projections. But again, I did it, right? It was I took the ownership of it. Somehow that makes something. I did it. So how do I release this karmic lesson, because karma does exist and nothing is wrong with karma. It should not be looked at in a negative way. It's just really the patterns of my energy that I need to be unlayering now. And that work takes like time, but you have to be aware of it. So, this was really important. This work was really important because why would I not want to do this work? Because life is just so glorious and so beautiful. And, and we all have dealt with different cards. We all soul come from different experience. So I had to change my own experience. And I know there are a lot of people out there who are having similar experiences like me. So that's when I went into this work. I was led to this work. This is not something that I was like, oh, I'll just become a health coach. No, it was really like this came to me because of how I healed my life experiences. And I just thought this was like really important to do that for others now and help them as into their own divinity, actually. So
yeah, it's beautiful. And thank you for being transparent and sharing that. Farrah, yeah, because you went through that yourself, now you kind of know what needs to happen for that transformation to happen, right? I love that. Yeah, thank you for doing that, and thank you for sharing and going through. And those people that you named, yeah, definitely someone to look up to and learn so much. So yeah, that's a beautiful journey, and you sound like you've been through a lot of personal growth and development.
Yeah, really. It was a lot of personal development, and it's like, and it's so important. That's not something you're taught in school. You're not taught in school how to be resilient,
Right,
how to be
exactly.
confident.
No.
There's no teaching on that, right?
No.
You do 2+2. And I don't think that I learned anything in school when I got out. I just learned how to go get a regular job, right? Do finance or whatever that I was doing. But where was that bliss and where was that true essence of living life? Like, but I love life that is in me. And you can just say, you can blame the stars that I bring into the world. We all have these personalities, right? Of our true nature. I do love life. I believe a lot of us love life, right? Because what is not to love? The water, the oceans, everything is spectacular. So I wanted to enjoy more of that. And I was like, this is just something is not adding up. Like, what are all these distortions, right? In my mind, why am I, there's comparison, there's like thought process that don't belong to me. I just, you could just feel these misalignments.
Yeah.
So alignment is really important. And so work was to be in alignment with the vibrant self, like true self.
I love that. Yeah, I love being in complete alignment, and I definitely notice in my own personal experience, once I'm in deep alignment, with who I am, my mission, and everything kind of falls into, and just really being me, respecting and welcoming me, who I am. Yeah, you mentioned comparison, right? How much, I mean, they do that, they start that in school, and so we grow up with that mindset of constant comparison and things. But then if we stop that and we really, okay, what is it that I really truly want, like looking inner. And I think that's what's amazing, and I think that's where the magic happens, right? When we just come out, and I love you doing that. I love seeing you do that. So thank you for sharing that. So let's move on to the book. Farrah is one of our book co-authors, and I'm so excited to bring her story to the world and have her story shared with the world, her beautiful story. And thank you for choosing to participate in our book, Farrah. I just want to say this book, so the title is Recipes for Body, Mind, and Soul, and we have 12 countries represented, which I'm so excited about. And just amazing different stories. And the format is the way we kind of structure it in the book is we're going to have a recipe for you. And then that recipe is actually, before the recipe, there is a story as a background, like a background story as to how that recipe originated in the first place. In some cases, it's a cooking recipe. In some cases, it's really life life recipe, mind recipe. So I'm just so excited to share that with you, to share Farah's chapter. And I wanted to, for you, Farah, to share with our listeners a little bit about your chapter and what are you sharing in that, in your book, and why really you decided to share that in the book.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me in that book. I'm really excited. And 12 countries, I mean, how phenomenal is that? And having all these different women share their recipes of mind, body, soul. It's so beautiful. My chapter, I could have picked a recipe because I do actually have so many delicious recipes and they do speak to my soul, but I just felt more called to actually, because this will be, in hands of a lot of different women all over the world. And one thing I did notice that women suffer when they don't have that perfect partner in their life. They don't know how to call in that perfect partner because they have been told these unrealistic expectations how the partner happens, because there's, like I said, that's like in school we're not taught anything. We're also not taught about how to think and how to be your true self and how you're actually whole. You don't need a partner, and that's when you actually call that person in. So I wanted to write about that. So I wrote about date yourself and attract your personal partner. Perfect partner, not personal partner. Of course, he's personal, but perfect partner. Why I wrote about it, I actually wrote this a couple of years ago in Thought Catalog as well, and a lot of people actually really loved learning about it because it is a thing that people want to know more about.
Yeah.
And I personally went through an arranged marriage when I was only 19 years old, and so I've gone through the process. I've gone through when you're not in alignment with who you really are. You say yes to things that they're not meant for you, even if your gut is telling you no, but the pressure of the society and the pressure of the cultural beliefs, you say yes. But I still take the ownership because I could have just still said no, but my own self-worth, since my own self-worth was affected by my patterns of thinking and what I probably was projected on, I said yes, right? So I want less and less people to do that. So I wanted to write about that. And then I had gone through this journey of dating myself, where I just was dating myself actually, because as I was living in love, I was appreciating who I was, and I was so enjoying going on a bike rides and actually going and having a lunch by myself. It was amazing. It was breathtaking. And actually I felt like this is so amazing to be with yourself. So, and then 2 weeks before meeting my partner, I knew that our love was in the air for me. So I wanted to write about that. How do you keep yourself in that place where you can actually welcome this perfect partner, because he or she definitely exists.
Yeah.
There's pairs to everything. So you have to believe that. And that's, you have to believe that your beliefs are the ones that shapes your reality. So if you're already saying no to yourself, you're already saying no to that concept, and you're already saying no to that person. Why would you do that?
Right. You attract that with your belief. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, and I wanted to write about that. I think it's like so important. It's beautiful to see people in relationships. People want relationships. Relationship is very important to human. Most important to us is relationships. Most, because if you were by yourself in an island, how would you enjoy the island? Yeah, you would want someone else there, right? Yeah. So we are together. That's why we enjoy each other's company. So that's why relationships are a very big theme for me in my personal life. So I want to share that with the world.
Yeah, that they are. That's beautiful. Yeah. And I'm glad you chose that topic, because
that's why I chose it. Yeah.
And especially from your personal experience, right? Being on trying the other side where it's arranged and seeing the difference, like you can really experience, okay, when it's in the line, like the whole partnership is we both belong to each other, like we meant to be. That is so beautiful. And please, listeners, check out the Farrah's chapter on relationship. The book will be released on April 7th. I'm excited to bring that book to the world, and she shares specific steps as to how attract that partner, that person. And like she mentioned, he or she, we human, I think it's important to have that space. And I found myself that it's important for me to have my own space and be disconnected for some time from the world, just to to strategize or to think or to my energy, to get my energy back. But in everyday lives, I think having a partner, we are human beings, we need someone to, and finding that person. And I love how you said, right, there's a person for everyone, like you said that. Yeah, so yeah, I love that. So that's awesome. So check out her chapter. I am excited again to bring that book. Now the next question I wanted to ask you is, what do you have going on currently? Do you have anything? Yeah, please feel free to share.
Yeah. So in March, I know the book is coming out in April, and we might show this in April, but that time too, I'm launching my group coaching program, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, it's exciting. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be launching in March or sometime early April. And that's what I'm actually working on right now. So a couple of things around there that I'm really excited to bring to the group, because I want to connect with, I feel like this community that I am really being called to bring together. I think it's like about energy, right? So the more people want to be in a community, they want to be understood, and they want to be more close to other people, because it really is like, it does makes a difference. Your community, like-minded people, it really support is really important. And I also experienced that how important support was. Like, I didn't know how to ask for support, and that's based on the culturally patterns and everything that I experienced. So more than ever, I want to like bring a community together where you can feel like you can be heard, you can be seen for who you are, and you can be honored for your uniqueness. So yes, I'm really excited for that. Yeah,
I love that. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. So I know you are part of the Women of the World, and I have a question that I usually ask. What does it mean for you to be Women of the World? And I know you are Women of the World, of course. Everyone is.
No, I love that question, because women have, they haven't had it easy. They've had a very challenging history. And we should honor that. We should honor the women who have gone before us. And I'm getting chills as I speak about it, because they should be honored, and they've done a lot of hard work before us. They were not heard. And women like you, me, and so many other women who are in this leadership role to be a embodiment of what is possible, and how we are the leaders in our own lives, right? So for me, woman of the world is being a leader in my own life, and demonstrate that you don't need someone else to lead you. You are the leader in your own life. So call in that leader. We all are leaders. Yeah. We all have divine in us. So that's what
beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so our final part of the podcast, we're going to do rapid fire questions, and I have 5 questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh God.
Okay, so your favorite book name is?
Essentials of Rumi.
Have to check that one out. I don't think I've read that one. Beach or mountains?
Mountains.
Favorite international destination to visit?
Greece.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
And then the last one is things that you have discovered about yourself recently.
That I was always perfect.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you for playing. That's it.
I was just like, oh God.
I know those are always,
It was gentle, thank you.
Yeah, and I don't send them in advance, by the way. She was not prepared to answer, and I don't send them. Because if I do, then there will not be rapid fire, right? But Farrah, thank you so much for participating and taking the time. Congratulations with everything you're doing. I see you are in a beautiful place behind you, the sun and everything, and congratulations on your programs coming up. And I'm excited to do the book, and and so we'll be talking more. Thank you.
Well,
thank you, Farrah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.